Still not audio. I'm going to move. Oh, you can hear me now? Hello, hello. Welcome to Line Ball Live, doing a test to make sure that you can hear me. If you are watching along on YouTube, do leave a comment that lets me know that you can hear us, that you can see us, that we're live and we're ready to go. Okay, everybody, we are ready to begin with Line Ball Live. We will be starting with a seeding phase to decide who plays who and what order you'll be going through into the knockouts. So Alex is going to roll the wheel with me in a moment. And we're going to see who the first player will be in just a moment. And do let us know in the comments if you're watching live, if you can hear us, if it all sounds good. This is the first time we've done all the setup, so thank you to Alex for being involved.
You can hear it now, but when I've done it on this.
Ah, okay. Oh, maybe we don't have to have that on screen then. We'll just draw it and people don't have to see. They can hear me now though, yeah? Perfect, yeah, we're just having to be drawing the first names for the first players to go. So, we are... Shall I do a full intro first?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, everyone, which will be the seeding to find out your position ahead of the knockouts. I'm working with the wonderful Alex from Vavavoom Videos. Thank you to everyone for being here today, and we are now ready to draw. So Alex, if you can draw the first player, I'm going to come over and we'll see who the first player coming up will be.
It's got sound as well.
Here we go. And the first to the table will be Miles Watson match. His first player will be Brandon Ethel. Brandon Ethel. And Brandon is not looking super happy. So it's going to be Miles versus Brandon here on the table. They'll be playing for 10 minutes. So Brandon, Miles, I'll welcome you over to this table here. Playing first with the yellow ball. I am just going to... It's a nice first shot, gets the ball in the score zone, going to be very close to the black ball, and Miles has used his yellow card here immediately. Here we go with Brandon, his first shot of the game. Fortunately, that's not going to stay in the score zone, but does maintain his black ball hit. So it's 1-0 to Miles at the moment. 1 point to him. Miles has got a good judge of the table here. Second ball in the score zone, very close to the black. But he's done a good job to keep them all clustered there in the middle. Brandon now up next, not electing to save his ball. Now that ball isn't going to hit a cushion or another ball, so it resets back to the line for Brandon. Played with a bit more pace this time. Nice shot. It's in the score zone, but I would say it's pushed Miles is a bit more safe. So it's now Miles up next. His first time playing on the Line Ball channel. Cluster behind the black is building really nicely here for him. Here we go with Brandon. Gets it in the score zone, nicks off of Miles's pack, but stays in there. Here we go next with Miles's shot. Which means Brandon wins the first point. So, and we'll reset again. So, Miles, so you're still playing. We've got a 10-minute window for you two to play each other in. So if we reset, and we'll go again.
Yeah, tell me about it likewise.
Here we go. So the line is now reset for their next game. And the black ball has been reset. So Brandon won the first game here. So it's one game to start with here for Brandon. But Brandon is one up. Nice shot from shot here. Now, within the 10-minute time window, your game does have to fully happen. If it ends early, then that is not a game that will count. So every game must fully happen. Good attack shot from Brandon. Lovely. Keeps his two in the score zone and manages to get rid of Miles's. This is a brilliant start. Nice shot from Miles, but he hits his black ball. Just has that really tough positioned yellow. That's just the offering here. Plays it, but if he hits the black again and it goes... So Brandon is 2-0 up against Miles. There we go. To this game. So 2-0 to Brandon. And Miles's ball just creeps into the seeding match. Brandon is 2-0 up. It hasn't reached the cushion, so Brandon once again for the... Here Brandon goes with his next, flipped it on its head. Brandon is now training in the off-season, I'm sure. Nice shot though from Miles to bring both back in. That's a great shot from him in the first seeding game. A bit of extra work for Brandon here. And Miles might even go for another attack shot here, knowing him. He's really got behind the attack shots early in this, and it's good. Unfortunately, he's knocked his own ball out, so it goes to 2-0. Just 2-0 to the yellows at the minute with Miles. Brandon up next. Oh, he's gone with power, and that's highly, unfortunately, for me. So just stays 2-0. Still needs an attack shot coming in here. Round the back of the pack enough. See what he does here. It's a bit of a tough path with where the reds are. Here we go with Brandon's next shot. He's going to probably attack this here. Miles. Well, that's also going to come back out. Stays 2-0. That's okay. Next with Brandon here. Does not stay in, and that goes outside there. Used all his luck in the first two games. So it's 2-0 to Miles, and now it's 3-0 to Miles. And Brandon only has one shot to fix this, and he's got a ball blocking. So let's see what Brandon can do in his final shot. He'll really have to go for this. He uses his black ball hit and gets the black ball out of the score zone. So that does lose that point. Get the last one going as we're entering to count. So it is currently on this final point of the round. Unfortunately, no score there for Brandon. Stays 0-0. Miles, because if the timer hits 0 whilst they're playing, it won't count. 1 point there for Miles. It has gone in the score zone. Brandon gets one in as well. 2-2, but Brandon's still got that ball developed that he needs to bring into the score zone. Miles is a bit short with this one. It's hit a cushion as well, so he doesn't get a second attempt at it. So it does stay. Oh, that's a heavy one from Brandon. It's coming all the way out. That's going to go Miles' next shot. Needs to develop both of these into the score zone to really solidify the win for this one, Miles. And he's got that in the score zone. So it's currently 4-2. Couple of shots left each. Good shot, but hasn't scored. So 3-2 now. 3-2 to Brandon. 4-2 to Miles. Yeah, it stayed in the score zone. 4-2 to Miles. Oh, he's tried it again. Unfortunate for Brandon there. Unfortunate on that shot. Gets it in the score zone. As long as it's a legal shot that doesn't lose the game concluded. Thank you. So. Now ready for the second seeding match. We have obviously had Miles and Brandon played. It was a 2-2 draw, a really thrilling start to the seeding. Alex is now going to draw the next. Here we go. So next up is Luke Terry from Ultimate Pool. Who will have the miss? Luke Terry's. Dan Saw. Dan is. Yeah. Dan, you are up. Welcome. So you're going to have a 10-minute window to play as many games of line ball. Take it away, and well, we're just going to get the timer going. 1 second with Alex, and then once the timer starts, a game has going now off screen with Alex. Okay, we are ready. So take it away whenever you're ready, Luke. 10-minute timer. In the last game, we got through 4 points. They were rapid fire, weren't they? Nice start though from Luke. He's just rolled that ball to. Oh no! If that drops in, oh Luke Terry, and that's the first win. So we've been watching the Line Ball League 2 qualifier series. So that is the first point to Dan. Resetting. Dan, you'll start this next one on reds. Here we go. It's a very similar back ball placement. Well, what a lovely start for Dan, eh? Maybe Luke Terry is the one everyone wants to play. Nice, solid start for Dan. Luke now up. Luke is obviously a game down already just from his opening shot. But that's a really good attack shot to work it back for Luke. And that's a really tough one for Dan to bring into the score zone. So Dan can either attack here or attempt to try and bring his in as well. Here we go. Dan's shot. Good power, good control for Luke to work with different angles here. So I would say, you know, even though Luke can attack this one out, I would say Dan still has the advance. Obviously, as you know in line ball, potting in the middle pocket doesn't lose you the game. It just puts the ball out of bounds, so that ball is now gone. So it is 1-1 at the moment. I mean, he could knock Luke's yellow, the one that's out, obviously, near the corner pocket in the scoring zone. If this is your first time watching Line Ball, thank you so much for joining us and being along for Line Ball Live. This is the first time we've done a... We've got 15 players playing today, trying to be the first Line Ball Live champion. And Dan is putting in a really good showing for him being hit. He's used it early, so Luke's now on his yellow card, can't hit the black again. Dan still has his black ball hit. So it's a tactical use from Luke. Fortunately, Dan has come short there. That is not quite in the score zone. It's close. He can bring it in later. That's fine. Luke might be going for an attack here. 4-1 up. That makes things a lot harder for Dan. And Luke's had to work really hard for this point. Here we go for Dan. Oh, he's gone for it as well. Unfortunately, he's going to lose that ball. And now it's back with Luke Terry. Goes out of play. Black, but he's okay. Really nice for Luke. I was a little worried that was going to keep rolling and rolling to the black. It would have been his second hit and game over. This is moving at a much slower pace than the last one. We've used up 4 minutes already. So we are moving through it a quick. Now 3-2 to Luke, which is so much better than the position he was in. Fortunately, and Dan has been let off. Luke Terry. Yeah. I think Luke also hates the commentary so much because I love it. Yeah, I'm a hustler on the pool table and I bring it to the commentary, unfortunately. Yeah, Luke just said he'll cry afterwards off camera. Okay, here we go with your next game. It is now 2-0 to Dan, so you'll just reset that. At the moment, a nice slow start there. Good shot. That's a really nice pace there for Luke. Good as well. Oh, we are flying through the games and they're trading points here. So it is now 2-1 to Dan. He's given Luke a bit of a lifeline coming. We'll reset the balls here. There we go. And we've got 4 minutes left. So it'll be Dan to take it away first. On Dan, who has won 2 games, and Luke Terry, who has won 1 game. Nice shot. 4 and 0 for Dan. Gonna clear everything out. What a shot from Luke Terry, and he brings them both in one shot. Get them both in the score zone in just 1 shot. You love to see that. There we go. Next with Dan. Oh, it's a lovely attack. He continues it, and Luke goes 2-0 up. This is now much better for Luke Terry. Tough position for Dan here. Will this be the second game in a row where someone... Game. Here we go with Dan. And he's done the same thing Luke did, and he's brought 2 in 1 shot. And it does. That is a really, really tough one now for Dan. Luke is in a great position here. 3-1 up, and he's got a red blocking Dan's line. Here we go now with Dan. He's played it with a bit of power to try and bring that closer. That's a really, really nice shot to develop that red from Dan. Means he could have used in that ball. I'll get this out of the way for him. It is now 4-2 to Luke Terry. Here we go with Dan's shot. Oh, he's hit the black, and the black has come out of the score zone, so Luke Terry wins that game. And if you can put the last balls in here, and I'll reset the black. Unless they can quick fire their final game. We're into the final minute on my scores. That is not a scoring ball though for Luke. Dan rolls it into the score zone, scores a point. Luke Terry's going to go for an attack shot here. 1-0 to Luke at the moment. And I'm looking over to Alex. We're soon going to be having the game ending and potentially this not counting. It's going to go out of play. Luke Terry, next shot. 1 point currently to Dan. Wait for the ball to slow, and there we go. Stays in play. Plays a nice attack shot there. Dan now up. 15 seconds. I don't know if we're going to quite make it in this last game. It's 1-1 at the moment. Into the last 2-2 between Dan and Luke. That concludes the second seeding game, and now we'll take a quick short break.
This is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it. So good, so fresh.